What's going on? Tanner here with another video. Hope you're having an amazing and productive day so far. As we're getting here towards the end of the year, I wanted to make this video and take the time to give you my predictions and thoughts on what I think is going to happen with dropshipping into the new year of 2023. So hopefully you can watch this, tell me if you think I'm right, if I'm wrong, or if you just have something else to say. Now, when I'm talking about dropshipping, I'm talking about, how I started back in 2017 here with my first store, shipping products from overseas. This was in the later years after 2017, we started doing bigger figures into 2018, 19, and 20. And then towards the tail end of 2020, moving everything in-house because of some of the back-end logistics issues we faced that most people don't really talk about. And I think it all comes down to, at the end of the day right now, of whether you are starting this business to either make money and take home immediate profits, or if you're looking to grow something bigger for an eventual exit or to take home bigger profit in the future, whatever that is. Now, I think we can both agree that most people who start this business, and maybe you're already in dropshipping or you're in e-commerce, but you started with dropshipping and you started because you just wanted to make some money. I think that is often the case, and a lot of that is because of social media, but dropshipping is making a comeback. Now, if you followed me, you know that my YouTube channel was kind of built off of dropshipping from overseas. That's what I started with. That's what I documented for years and shared strategies with. And, as we moved everything in-house, I kind of stopped posting on YouTube for a while. But what I see happening right now is dropshipping coming back stronger than ever on YouTube right now and social media as a whole, which I believe to be because of things like crypto and stocks are very bearish right now. It's, not a great time to be in there like swimwear. But, over the last 2 years, that was, the whole talk, NFTs, crypto, everything. And now we've kind of come back here to this place where people are like, oh, dropshipping is still here though. That's not that's not a coin or a token or anything like that. And as I'm seeing it become more popular, I was like, okay, I want to start posting on my YouTube channel again, but what am I going to talk about? Because I'm not going to talk about this original method that I use because I don't believe in it for, a multitude of reasons, specifically because I believe you're bringing a failing business onto yourself if you want to do this just to take home profits. I think it is a great way to get your foot in the door if you want to see what it's like to start and own an online business. And if once you're making sales, you want to build that into something bigger and reinvest, I think it is definitely an okay route to take. But, when I started it, I was doing it to take home immediate profits. And what happens is your business will fail very quickly when that happens because you'll face logistics issues. And, that's another video in itself. But I don't really like that business model whatsoever if you're doing it just to take home immediate profits. And I mean, that's a question you have to ask yourself and be, honest with yourself about on what you want to do. So, I started posting back on my YouTube channel here once a week this year. And, I was kind of talking about my physical brands, advertising strategies that I'm using, all that good stuff. But I knew that a majority of my audience was still people that were either wanting or had just started their first online business. And since I wasn't going to talk about that original dropshipping model, I knew I still wanted to find something that could work for people that wanted to start without a ton of upfront cost involved. Now, I'll tell you, the truth is with in-house e-commerce brands like this, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of money to even get to this point, and also it takes a long time to even be able to take any money out. Like, honestly, my main e-commerce brand that's in-house right now, I haven't taken $1 out of it. We just reinvest everything in, for the first year, it took me actually having to, me and my partner, putting in money, depositing money into the accounts to cover costs and our growth and what we were trying to do. And what I see happening as dropshipping is becoming more and more popular again, I don't really have anything bad to say. I think it's great for anybody that wants to start an online business. I think you just need to know why you're doing it and what your plan is going to be. A couple of these people I know, some of them I don't. I feel like there's a new person popping up every day. But what's more important in that I want to cover is the results you can get with it and whether or not you should actually do it, because I believe it'll still be popular here into the new year. It will still be something people are talking about. But if you want to build something that can make you a lot more money and can, last a lot longer over time, there is definitely a better alternative as a beginner. And, what I ended up sharing here into July of this year was the business model of digital dropshipping. It's essentially selling digital products, but you don't have to make them yourselves if you don't want to. You can use, PLR content, which stands for private label rights. And I've been posting about this on TikTok. We have like almost 8 million views on the hashtag for digital dropshipping right now. And people getting results with it, but people are always commenting like gatekeep, gatekeep. And I don't really understand that because, the e-learning market size as a whole, not even just every digital product is, I would say it's roughly $1 billion a day this year. In 2021, 315 billion. So, it's continuing to grow, and, the viruses kind of just accelerated that process. And, digital dropshipping is where you sell products that are instantly delivered to your customers. And on Shopify, we just use an app called Easy Digital Products, which allows for, your digital product to be downloaded on the thank you page, and it's emailed to your customer once they purchase. And, some of the common questions about this business model are, what products do you actually sell, and, how do you actually market this? And because I believe that digital dropshipping is going to surpass, this original start shipping physical products from overseas dropshipping model, I wanted to kind of share some of that with you here right now so that if it interests you, you can take action on it. Don't keep watching this if you're not going to take action on it, because it's just kind of a pointless waste of time. I'm not necessarily an entertainer YouTuber. I prefer to just, provide value on what I think can get you results. And, with what I think happening into the new year, this is a great opportunity that still a lot of people aren't super familiar with. So, for example, here, a 1.97 ROAS, just ROAS stands for return on ad spend. So if I spend $1 on ads and I get $2 back in revenue, that's a 2 ROAS. So a 2 ROAS or less is usually unprofitable for a physical e-commerce business because you have to pay a cost every time you sell a product. So let's say you sell a product from overseas, that's $10, you sell it for $20, you have to pay that $10 cost every time you make a sale. But with digital products, you actually don't have to do that. After you cover your cost of what it costs to make or purchase the rights to, which I'll show you how that works here in a second, then, it's essentially just a full profit margin on your product, and you just pay for marketing. So, almost a 2 ROAS, which is normally unprofitable for a physical e-commerce business, is now a 43% net profit margin, which is huge. And what's cool about this is, like I said, you don't actually have to make your own digital products. Instead, you can use PLR content, which stands for private label rights. Now, this is just an example. Technical forms of digital products are ebooks, guides, worksheets, courses, audios, files, things like that, where, for example, I saw a brand example yesterday that sells audio files that helps people with sleeping, with like white noise, ocean sounds, that kind of thing. And, really all you're doing is solving real life problems with digital solutions for a specific group of people, also known as a niche. But essentially for PLR content, you can search up on Google PLR, and there's all types of different products and different niches where I can buy the rights to this ebook to modify it and resell it. Say it costs me $8, I spend $20 making it even better, more valuable. And then, once I cover those costs in sales, it's just profit, and I can scale it continuously. Now, there's a lot of different pieces of this for sure that we could cover. And, an inspiration that kind of started, and came from me sharing and kind of developing these strategies was this guy right here. He has his own digital product business and does over $1 million a month. He's an immigrant, has a crazy story, and is, super, super smart guy that I'm glad to be friends with. And one of the great things I've learned from him, even just outside of our digital product conversations, is about taking action immediately when you have an idea for something on something you want to do. Like if I have an idea right now for an email I want to send, then I'm just going to do it right now. I'm not going to wait for it because I'll probably not do it. So digital dropshipping, like the way it actually works, if we break it down in a few simple steps, is you choose a niche, you decide what product you want, you source it, you make it more valuable, you design the exterior of whatever that digital product is, and you set up your online store and systems and start marketing. Now, that's another video in itself of the marketing, but we typically start with organic content because we can get free views and traffic to, test our product with TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and then we can dive into paid ads, as we see which pieces of content are performing the best. So as we get into this new year of 2023, I do believe that digital dropshipping will surpass, the interest of people wanting to just do physical dropshipping. So don't be surprised if you see more and more people, pop up with this. Now, you're probably wondering, like, okay, have other people actually done this, or are you just talking about it here? And the answer is yes, but I'll leave you to go ahead. We have a free Discord. There's over 6,000 people in there, and you'll see a bunch of results in there. So if you want to check it out, there'll be a link in the description. Super simple. There's also additional resources that can help you get started with this if you're ready to take action on it for free. And I highly suggest you consider this instead of just the physical original dropshipping model, because I went through that. I spent a lot of time doing it, and I don't regret that I did it, because it was a great learning lesson. I had a lot of experience, and now, we have things set in place for our physical e-commerce brands. But this is something that's super fun, because you don't just scale with a product like this. You build more offers for your specific niche. Once you get a first few sales, your proof of concept, and then you can scale very quickly and actually not have to worry about reinvesting as much, because there's such an abundance of profit if you're really doing this right. And I'm also doing my first live class here in 7 days. So first live webinar, it'll be super fun. We'll do more case studies, results, dive a bit deeper into it. So if you want to check it out, I'll put a link for that as well. And let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this, you don't, you think physical dropshipping from overseas is just going to kill it, tell me below. Peace.